best fight, the best boxing. All right, yo. So I'm looking at articles, I'm reading shit left and right. You know, Hearn's talking about Dillian White fighting Anthony Joshua again. Anthony Joshua would love to fight Dillian White. That's all I'm hearing. Nonsense. Like, duck. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, Dillian White. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna start doing to all these AJ protectors from now on. All the excuses that y'all made for the reason that Anthony Joshua doesn't need to fight Dillian White. Doesn't need to fight Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna use those for every opponent that Anthony Joshua picks to fight. Everyone. Let's just see if any of them match up or if they're warranted. Because y'all said Deontay Wilder hasn't fought anybody. That's what y'all said. Who has Dillian White fought? I just would like to know who on Dillian White's resume is the guy that says that's the reason why Dillian White should be fighting Anthony Joshua in a rematch. Who on his resume? Who? Are we talking about 41-year-old gatekeeper Derek Chisora? Is that what we're talking about? Who Dillian White went life or death with? Or are we talking about Robert Helenius, who, Duhaupas knocked out? The same Duhaupas that Wilder knocked out. Who on his resume? Someone tell me who on Dillian White's resume gave him the keys to the Anthony Joshua Lamborghini. I just want to know. Nobody. That's who. Dillian White is a name thrown around by Eddie Hearn in order to put some type of protection around Anthony Joshua. Like, this is really simple, man. This is really simple. I fight with myself, man. I battle with myself over this about, is Anthony Joshua really scared? Is he really scared, or is it Eddie Hearn that's really scared? You know, I tell myself, Anthony Joshua's a fighter, man. I don't think fighters are really scared of other fighters. You know, it's the fight business. You know, that's their job, is to fight. I don't think they're scared. It must be the promoter. The promoter sees, you know, the same shit that we see. They see Anthony Joshua's chin is suspect. They see his stamina is trash. They see that the same punch that Vladimir Klitschko damn near decapitated Anthony Joshua with is the exact same punch that Deontay Wilder is far more superior at throwing. I mean, they see this. The promoters see this type of shit, you know. But it's on them to, like, you know, try to steer their fighters clear of this type of shit, of that type of destruction and damage, until it's beneficial enough for them to get it. Or to risk it, I would say. So, you know, I'm sitting here like, damn, like, all right, so they say, you know, Deontay Wilder is Windmill Wilder. You know, he's Windmill Wilder. He can't box for shit. Okay. Well, let's look at Dillian White. Can Dillian White box for shit? Let's question ourselves on that. Anthony Joshua knocked him the fuck out. Like, there was no dispute about this fight at all. Anthony Joshua knocked him the fuck out cold. He was comatose on the ring. Like, I'm looking at, he looked real shit. He looked like Berman Stavern after Wilder knocked Berman Stavern out. That's exactly what he looked like. Like, you were fearful for this man's life after AJ knocked his ass out. So with that in mind, how the fuck is Dillian White a good boxer? If the guy that's saying he would love to fight him again knocked him the fuck out already. So what we're saying is, I would love to beat up on someone that I've already beaten up. That's what you're saying. I would love to beat up a guy I beat up already. for no other reason but that it was good that I beat him up. What? That's what Hearn is saying. Like, it was a good fight. It was a good fight because Anthony Joshua knocked him out? Or was it a good fight because Dillian Whyte swinging wild as fuck and happened to catch him with a regular right hand? Again, that dinged him. Is that? I mean, I don't understand what it is. And people say, "Oh, well, you don't know the backstory." The backstory: Dillian Whyte beat him in the amateurs. But that don't count for shit, though. That doesn't count for a fucking thing. Nothing. There's plenty of fighters that have beaten other fighters in the amateurs. Once they got to the pros, they got destroyed. Plenty. And you don't say, oh, well, the backstory this, no, you don't say that shit. They say, oh, this isn't the amateurs. That's what they say. This isn't the amateurs. And you just got the shit beat out of you, but this isn't the amateurs. So, I mean, let's just go ahead and throw that out the fucking window, right? So then they say, nobody knows Deontay Wilder. Nobody knows him. Yet, he does 1 million views on Showtime. Name one. Matter of fact, not just name one that Dillian Whyte did 1 million views on. Not just that. Not even just that. Name one thing where this guy was the fucking creme de la creme and the headliner and just made shit happen like that. Name one. He has never fought anybody where he was the headliner to make that fight what it was. Nobody. Even when he fought Derek Chisora split the views on that. Derek Chisora brought his fans there. Who the fuck what? Burmester Vern? All y'all were saying about Burmester Vern was he was a bum. He was trash. He was garbage. Yada 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 yada. But here is Wilder doing almost 1 million or over 1 million. I don't know if he did over 1 million, but I think he did almost 1 million for that 1 million views for that fight. There isn't any that Dillian Whyte did. Any. This motherfucker fights on the undercard of undercards. It wasn't even shown on TV. But yet, you're going to use the excuse of nobody knows Deontay Wilder. So that's 3 things right there. 3 excuses that you guys have been using to avoid Deontay Wilder. But you're talking about Dillian Whyte. Okay. Well, let's do that again on Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Big Fat Miller. Let's do it on him. Toddler. You know, big baby. The fucking toddler. Let's do it on the toddler. Alright? The toddler. That's what they're talking about. You know, if they do good with Parker, if they win against Parker, then they're looking about breaking into the American market with the toddler. Alright, cool. Who the fuck is on the toddler's record? Who is on the toddler's record that says that's the guy right there? You know, from Eddie Hearn's mouth, it was, if he does good against Duopa. If he does good against Duopa, well then that'll be the excuse that we need, you know, to match up AJ versus Miller. Those were his words. Right? But hasn't Duopa already been knocked out? Wasn't he beat to shit by Deontay Wilder already? You know, before he fucking fought Povetkin on a week's notice in fucking tennis shoes. That did happen, right? I mean, who else is on the toddler's resume? Gerald Washington? Okay, well, Gerald Washington, like, almost had Fat Miller, almost had the toddler out of there. He almost had him out of there. Like, he had the dude hurt and was like, almost had him out of there. But yet, Deontay Wilder erases this dude when he was undefeated. He was undefeated. He didn't know how to lose when Deontay Wilder taught him. But yet, that is the guy. Those two guys are, you know, the gatekeepers for Gerald Miller to get a shot at Anthony Joshua. But Deontay Wilder hasn't done enough. Deontay Wilder hasn't, you know, he hasn't fought anybody to deserve an Anthony Joshua shot. Okay? The toddler. They talk about Windmill Wilder. The toddler. He does not know how to do shit but just come forward. That's it. That's all he does. I'm just going to walk to you and throw a bunch of punches. And because I'm fat as fuck, you know, then like the Blob, you know, I don't have to worry about feeling this all the punches and the pain that I'm going to receive. You know, although fucking Gerald Miller caught his fat ass in the head and that big meat head, and this motherfucker had his fat sloppy ass hurt. Like, this fucking hater, man. Like, you are hating on Deontay Wilder for what, man? Like, if I'm gonna be 100%, right? If Anthony Joshua was not out there making excuses about why he won't fight Deontay Wilder, this motherfucker would be the man. Like, he would, not just in the UK, he would be the man, period. The man, period. Like, I go back and forth like, no, these fighters are not scared. They're not scared. They're not scared. But bruh, like, yo, man, come on, man. Like, what else can it be? We can't keep saying these excuses that only fit for Deontay Wilder and mysteriously don't fit for nobody else are the reasons why the fight's not happening, man. We can't do that shit, man. I mean, and if you do, it's making you look fucking stupid, man. Like, bruh, like, come on, man. Come on. BFTB, man. I'm out.